strategize what's my next move. Hey, shalom, shalom, how y'all doing? It's your brother Zamar. We're in the building again with another Know Your Enemy, Know Yourself. Today, I'm going to cover some things that I've been thinking about, and those three things are very pivotal. I believe they are important aspects and elements and components that will make every young man come out better in some way, form, or fashion. So these are three things that you need that's going to help you. All right. So the first thing is a very pivotal thing to me because I think a lot of young men in general don't do enough of it. And the first thing that I'm going to say is taking time to yourself. Especially for those that are trying. You know, you trying to do your best to get to a certain place. You trying to meet all these different requirements and standards. And the thing about being a man in general, you always feel pressure. Something that one of my fearless leaders and counselors teach the men that submit to his words of wisdom that he has gained throughout life from our divine creator. He teaches us that a man is built for pressure. A man is built for pressure. But that does not mean that you don't need time to recover just because you're built for pressure. And a lot of times we like to take our own pressure, we wear this pressure, and we go out in life and we just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And there's one thing that we don't do, and that's take the time to ourselves. The reason why taking time to yourself is important is because you always going to need time to evaluate where you are. You know, a lot of times we got all this noise. Like specifically, I'm out here in nature, sitting out here. This is something that I enjoy doing. I like to take time just to go into nature because this is a form of me relaxing my brain. All this man-made forms of peace that we seek for, not realizing that Yahuwah, which is the creator that created the heavens and the earth, which means the self-existed one, he that exists outside of his creation. But we got to remember that this is his very creation. In some way, form, or fashion, you relate to this stuff that you around, this water, you got it in your body. Dirt, you got it in your body. The components that make up grass, you got it in your body. It makes up you. You know, that's why family is important, because it's a part of you. So it's important to get in nature because nature is a part of you. You are part of it because all of it comes essentially from the same thing. So we get so caught up in these man-made forms of peace. Like that's beautiful. That's a beautiful sound. Slow down, listening to the water, you listening to the birds chirp, you listening to the bugs sing. All these different elements are a form of peace for you, and you need it. You need time to be alone and just relax and just see where you at, because a lot of times men are expected to hit this quota. We're expected to hit this place, and always fulfilling people, pleasing people, serving people, because it's in our nature. It's innately in us to serve. It's innately in us to provide. It's innately in us to give, right? That's how we were designed, literally physically designed to give. But a lot of times we don't take the time to recover. You know what I'm saying? You need time to recover. You need time to think. You need time to relax. You need time to strategize. How am I going to keep providing? How am I going to keep giving? How am I going to keep serving, protecting, all these different areas? You need time to do that. So if you don't give yourself the time to do that, how can you ever be the fullness of what you called to be? And not only that, another important element that goes along with that is we don't factor in from the adolescent ages of a teenager to about my age, I'm in my late 20s now. A lot of people are struggling with what they call PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a lot of young men that's stressed out, going through different things, and a lot of times what we do, because it's in our nature to hold and bear the pressure of our families, the pressure of our friends, the pressure of our associates, whoever we identify with, we hold this stuff and then we don't have nowhere to put it, because we looked at from a dynamic of suck it up, get over it. You see what I'm saying? So that's a big reason why you need time by yourself, because you get time to process that out and filter through those thoughts. You need time to cry. You need time to mourn. You need time to think. You need time to, like I said, strategize what's my next move. You can't be who you called to be if you don't do those things. And that's important for you to do. Or what will happen is the strength that you got will eventually become weakness, because you don't never take time to put back into that strength that you have. So that's important. So again, taking time to yourself. The next thing that I would say is planning out how you're going to build and grow. You need to be thinking about growth all the time. Growth is important. If you're not growing, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? I got this thing right now where it's like, man, listen, if we can't build, we don't need to talk. You don't want to constantly just be in a position where all you think about is giving, and you ain't thinking about building. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna run out of what the asset that you are as a person, the value that you have as a person. And then you want to be careful about that, because too, you will start surrounding yourself around people that don't add nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not thinking selfishly at all. That's just thinking wisely. That's how you continue to evolve as a people. That's how you continue to evolve as a person. When you constantly thinking about growth, every young man needs to be thinking about growth. That's why I'm focusing on working out. I just got through working out. My legs are tired. I barely even want to walk. I'm going to be honest with you, because I've been doing leg exercises. But truthfully, my legs are not the strongest. You see what I'm saying? I do a lot of things to stay active. I'm very cut, very lean. But as far as like power, I don't have the most powerful legs. So in my mind, it's like, all right, let me work on that area. You know what I'm saying? I'm not naturally, genetically gifted in the area where I just got big, strong legs. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I have other areas that I'm strong in, and I may be stronger than other people, but for me, I got to focus on that. Then there's another dynamic too of thinking about, talking about health. You're talking about how can I learn more about finances, more about economics, more about things that's going to give me the freedom that I need to be able to provide for my family. You know what I'm saying? How can I be developing myself and being able to sit in a room with the right people and be able to express myself the right way, because I have a form of information that I've been adding to myself and growing in, so I can become a better value and asset to my family and be able to pass that to my sons, be able to pass that to my daughters. Next thing I'm going to say is that's going to be thinking ahead, bro. Think ahead, man. Everything you do, start thinking like, how is this going to help me 10 years from now? How is this going to help me 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying? Think ahead, man. With everything you're doing, don't waste time, bro. Don't waste time. Man, listen, time flies. Time flies, and I know that seems very close to the last topic I'm saying, but when you start thinking in the lane of investing for your future, it puts you in a different train of thought. It does. It always will. So again, y'all focus on those different things. They are important. If y'all can, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think about the 3 topics that I brought up, and I pray that y'all are blessed. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your brother. This is another portion of Know Your Enemy, Know Yourself. And the reason why I'm bringing this up in regards to knowing your enemy and knowing yourself is because, again, a lot of times we look for an enemy on the outside, but your enemy on the outside will never be intimidating to you if you're not intimidated within. When you start to conquer that fear that you got within you, you can then start to conquer fears that won't exist because you don't have it within you. So on the outside of you, it don't bring no fear. And if you do have fear, you learn how to manage it. And you can manage it inwardly and put it in its proper perspective, and that will help your outcome on the outside. So, love y'all. May y'all have a blessed one. Back again with another one. Hallelujah.